What is up, y'all? We are back again. I just wanted to go over a little more uh, of my setup. I actually organized it way better, and I started thinking, it's like, man, I need to practice what I preach. So I'm gonna show you better how I set it up a little better. I didn't show you. There's some parts that I missed too, like the bottom of the toolbox has all that room. So you can put your spare paint or whatever. And then I forgot to mention a mask. When you spray a lot, at least for me, I like to wear a mask, and you can get that at like a paint store that does automotive paint. That's what I use. Even though the paint is like non-toxic, it still bothers me. And then I wanted to talk about the manifold. So I just bought just the blue part from Amazon, and they have shorter ones you can get as well. And then from Walmart, I bought these dudes. So these guys are like $4 a piece. So yeah, it's pretty spendy. And I think this was 30. But like I said, they have smaller ones, and even at Walmart, they have a 3-prong one already, so you really don't even need to do this. But I kind of like aluminum and brass, because then you don't get rust. So, some other tools you should have is Teflon. So you'll need that for the fittings. Even on your airbrush, I'll put it on the top when it's spitting. I learned that from Jaime Rodriguez. And then I showed you this. So this was an old needle that I had bent. And then my dad's friend, he actually made this one, but he showed me how to make it, and I can show you guys later. But what I do is, so when it's plugged, I just, use the needle to poke it down in there. And so, sometimes you have that issue when have it on the airbrush. But then, see, I don't lose it because it's got this big old wooden handle on it. So, these little spray caps are good to buy. And, you see how I'm using them. I'm letting them sit right here. But paint will dry up just like this one. This is dried up. And I'll have to clean that out. If I would have just put this cap on here, which are sitting, there's 20 of them just sitting there, I wouldn't have to do that. Tape measure's good. You might need that to try to center lettering or centering your image. I don't know if I mentioned this last time. Scissors, always helpful. I got my rag here to collect the paint off the stencil. And there's another way that I can use my setup. So I'll just leave it in the toolbox. I put a clamp right here, and I'm just using a single hose, so one at a time, and then I just pop it out, pop it on the hose. And so, another good thing about these right here, see those 3 bands? So it'll take any size. That's what I like. So I'll take like that kind of end, or this kind of end. So it doesn't matter. That's why I like using those. I don't have to worry. I can just grab any tip and use it. Let's see. I'll just go over the tools a little more. Needle nose pliers. That's for if the needle sticks, you can pull it out. And this is to break it down, the head part of the airbrush. And so, yeah, you get it. I'm just working on this right here. And you just grab them, whatever color. pop on the hose, bam. So I also, that's what I did last week, put up a new sign. Here's the other one. And organized. So it's good to have a good flow of your setup too. So I have the boards here. I have my shirts right there, which I can move this. This is another tool I'll use, is a projector for portraits. Oh, that's what it is right there. So bam, you got your stencils, your shirts or hats. You can grab it, grab your stencil, and then you're painting. Boom. So if you had I was thinking about putting a heat press right here. So if I had to heat press a picture, I could do that. Got the compressor there, the fan. So I just feel like, yeah, feel more organized. You can see now, I put all the adults in one bag, and then I put the kids in another bag. And the bags are actually laundry bags, and you can get some big ones off of Amazon. So shout out to Amazon. I think that's about it. But you can feel it feels different because I had the boards over there, it wasn't doing anything. So now I can just sweep it one time, grab my board, grab my item I need to paint, grab my stencil, and then start painting. So yeah, feel good. Put in some work and got it all organized. Oh, it's also good to buy spare parts. So these cones and needles, the cone will go out with just wear. It just happens. And then needles, you might drop it or something, so that would break the cone and the needle. And so it's good to have spares. So that's it. Peace out.